Go on ahead. Call you when I finish.
All right. Not too far. George, there are cheese sandwiches in the car in case you're hungry.
Why, thank you. I bet they're delicious.
They really are terrible with cars.
Well, someone seems to find you thoroughly tolerable.
He's certainly good with cars.
He's single, you know.
I believe it.
Well, everyone's saying the troops will be home within a year. And he's a good egg.
Do you ever stop smoking?
What? Why? Does it bother you?
It just seems, I don't know, sacrilegious here.
Well, God can smite me down then. What? Rose!
What is it with you, Rose? What's your hurry? You've been moving so quickly, I can hardly get a look at you.
I'm just anxious, that's all. I'm worried you'll miss Granny.
Well, if we miss her, then we miss her. Life will go on.
You don't understand.
You were serious, weren't you? In the car.
Yes,
You'll be taking your vows then?
eventually. There are steps you take first. A trial period.
A trial period. Right. And the scarf?
I was practicing. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I don't want to be ugly.
You will be the temptation of every priest.
Thank you.
Bugger, Rose, I don't know what to say. Congratulations.
Thank you. Are you surprised?
Whenever I imagined this conversation, I thought I would be. But no, not surprised.
You saw it coming?
You didn't?
Of course I did. But it's different when other people see it coming. Embarrassing somehow.
Well, sorry for having eyes.
Are you sad about it?
Yes. I'm losing you.
No more than if I were getting married.
Well, then at least I could resent your husband without going to hell. Are you sure this is what you want?
I think so.
What made you decide?
You did, actually.
Was I conscious for this conversation?
You've no idea how I've worried over you, Danny. How much I've prayed for you. Really. Last month, I had a dream. This terrible dream where you stepped on some kind of bomb and were blown to bits and died on the spot. I'm sorry. Why am I telling you this? The point is, I woke up and was sobbing and I begged God to bring you home to see Granny before she died, and begged him, and he brought you home. I know it sounds mad, but here you are.
Last month, 9 men in my regiment were killed by explosives hidden in a field.
But not you.
Not me. But where does the convent come into all this?
I promised God that if Granny lived to see you, I would give you my life as a nun.
Why would you say that?
It seemed like the right thing to do. I wanted to. It raised the stakes. It brought you home. Safe.
So what if we're too late? What if Granny is already dead when we arrive?
She won't be. She's alive.
Yes, but what if she isn't?
She's alive, Danny. I asked God for a sign and he will give it to me.
Yes, Rose, I understand, but on the off chance that God does not give you the sign, what will you do? Will you still become a nun?
At this point, it doesn't do me any good to think about it. And yes, I think I will. I want to be a nun. God, who wants to be a nun?
Well, I'm not sure how to feel about being the bargaining chip in your dealings with God. What if I hadn't come home?
Who knows, Danny? What matters is that you did come home. And don't think of it as a bargain. It's more like a gift exchange. I think God knows I want to give him this gift. And he wanted to give me a gift as well. So I asked for you.
You've always had remarkably good taste. I am happy for you, Rose. A sad, serious kind of happy, but I am happy. Why do you want to do this?
Why? It's difficult to answer. It's like asking a married woman why she chose to marry one particular man over all the others. Why him, you know? There's no logical or scientific reason I can give you, Danny. And if there were, I think it would be a sign of something amiss. Don't you? Can't explain it. It's just...
I know. When it comes to God and love, why doesn't seem to make much sense.
Yes.
I'm so grateful to you, Rose.
I'm so grateful to you, Danny. And I'll surely be grateful if you finish working on that car in the next month.
We should go. I want to see Granny before she dies. All set then, George.
For the time being, anyway. She'll get us home just fine.
Thank you, George. You're a real lifesaver. I don't know what we'd have done without you.
Not at all.
I told you he'd earn his keep. How far until I must begin weeping?
About 6 miles. I'm glad you're here, Danny.
I'm glad I'm here too.
Thank you for the sandwiches, Rose. It's been weeks since I've tasted such exemplary home cooking.
Thank you, George. And your quota for the hour is met.
With cooking like yours, your husband's going to be a very lucky man.